Researchers have identified a long-buried branch of the Nile River that once flowed adjacent to over 30 pyramids in Egypt, potentially elucidating the methods by which ancient Egyptians transported the massive stone blocks used in constructing these renowned monuments. This 40-mile-long river branch, which traversed the iconic Giza pyramid complex among other significant sites, had been concealed beneath desert sands and farmland for millennia, as revealed by a recent study. The presence of this river branch could account for the alignment of the 31 pyramids along what is now an inhospitable desert strip in the Nile Valley, dating back to between 4,700 and 3,700 years ago. The area near the ancient Egyptian capital of Memphis encompasses the Great Pyramid of Giza, the only remaining structure of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, as well as the Khafra, Cheops, and Mykerinos pyramids. Archaeologists have long hypothesized that ancient Egyptians utilized a nearby waterway to transport the massive materials required for pyramid construction. However, the exact location, shape, size, and proximity of this significant waterway to the pyramid sites remained uncertain, stated lead study author Emin Ghonim of the University of North Carolina, Wilmington, USA, in an interview with AFP. The international research team employed radar satellite imagery to map the river branch, which they named Aramat, meaning pyramids in Arabic. Ghonim explained that radar provided the unique ability to penetrate the sand surface and produce images of hidden features including buried rivers and ancient structures. Field surveys and sediment cores from the site confirmed the presence of the river, as detailed in the study published in the journal Communications, Earth and Environment. The once mighty river gradually became covered in sand, potentially beginning during a major drought around 4,200 years ago, the scientists suggested. This suggests that the river played a key role in the transportation of the enormous building materials and workmen needed for the pyramid's construction, she added. These heavy materials, most of which originated from the south, would have been much easier to float down the river than to transport over land, study co-author Suzanne Onstein of the University of Memphis told AFP. The riverbanks could have been where the funeral processions of pharaohs were received before their bodies were moved to their final burial place within the pyramid, she suggested. Earlier this year, archaeologists initiated a massive project to restore the smallest of Giza's 3 famous pyramids to its original appearance from over 4,000 years ago. An Egyptian-Japanese archaeological mission announced the project to reassemble hundreds of granite blocks that once formed the outer casing of the Pyramid of King Menkaure. However, some archaeologists, including a former head of Egypt's Antiquities Ministry, expressed concerns about the project. Dr. Mohammed Abd el-Maqsood, former director of the Egyptian Antiquities sector, and a former senior official in Egypt's Antiquities Ministry, said that the granite blocks should be extensively studied to verify their original placement before being moved. While the ancient waterway may explain how the Egyptians transported the necessary materials, it does not elucidate how they constructed the pyramids. The exact methods used by ancient Egyptians to build such monumental and enduring structures have long been one of history's great mysteries until recent discoveries. Recently, engineers found evidence of hydraulics in an ancient pyramid, potentially solving the ancient mystery. It appears that hydraulic mechanics may have been instrumental in the construction of ancient Egyptian pyramids. In a recently published study in PLOS One, scientists concluded that the Step Pyramid of Djoser in Saqqara, Egypt, believed to be the oldest of the 7 monumental pyramids and potentially constructed about 4,500 years ago, provides a remarkable blueprint for hydraulic engineering. The hydraulic-powered mechanism could have maneuvered the oversized stone blocks forming the pyramid, starting from the ground up. The research team suggests that the Step Pyramid's internal architecture is consistent with a hydraulic elevation mechanism, something previously unreported at that site or time. By lifting the stones from the pyramid's interior in what the authors describe as a volcano fashion, the water pressure from the hydraulic system could have pushed the blocks into place. The team believes that based on the mapping of nearby watersheds, one of the massive and yet unexplained Saqqara structures, known as the Geyser El Mudir enclosure, exhibits features of a check dam intended to trap sediment and water. The scientists suggest that the topography beyond the dam indicates a possible temporary lake west of the Djoser complex, with water flow surrounding it in a moat-like design. As a Nile tributary fed the area, a dam could have created a temporary lake, potentially linking the river to a dry moat around the Djoser site, facilitating material transport and meeting hydraulic needs. The ancient architects likely raised the stones from the pyramid center in a volcano fashion using the sediment-free water from the dry moat's south section. In one section of the moat, the team discovered a monumental linear rock-cut structure consisting of successive deep trench compartments that combine the technical requirements of a water treatment facility, a design still seen in modern-day water treatment plants, by including a settling basin, retention basin, and purification system. Together, the Geyser El Mudir and the dry moat's inner south section function as a unified hydraulic system that improves water quality and regulates flow for practical purposes and human needs, the authors wrote. The team believes the available water in the area was sufficient to meet the project's needs. Ancient Egyptians are renowned for their pioneering and mastery of hydraulics through canals for irrigation and barges to transport massive stones. This work opens a new line of research, the use of hydraulic force to erect the massive structures built by pharaohs. Well, that's all I got for you today, guys. Thank you if you made it this far and stuck around until the end of the video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and go ahead and flick that notification bell so you never miss a new video. Also, leave a comment and hit that like button because all of these things will help make the channel grow. I appreciate it more than you can ever imagine. Well, thanks again, and I hope to see you guys next week. Bye.